Hi everyone, my name is Jenna Hampton. I'm a government relations analyst with National NARO, and today I'm going to show you how to send your advocacy letters from our Action Alert Center. So there are several different ways to get to the Action Alert Center. We often include the link in our direct news emails, our social media posts, and other information that you receive from NARO. But if you're just trying to come directly to the Action Alert Center without following a link, you can go ahead and visit the NARO website, which is naro.org. And a quick shortcut you can do is /advocate. And that should bring you directly to the Action Alert Center. For some reason, if that shortcut does not work for you, you can come back to our homepage, naro.org, and use the drop-down menu to go to Advocacy and Congressional Resources. That'll bring you to our advocacy landing page where you can find the Action Alert Center link here, and on the left add another drop-down menu. So as I said, there's lots of different ways to get here, but make sure you land on the page that says Action Alert Center with a picture of Congress here at the top. So once you're there, the most important thing to pay attention to is this gray box. This is the box where you'll find our pre-drafted advocacy emails that you can send. So right now we've got a couple different letters in there as part of our August advocacy campaign, which we will talk about in a moment. But just to point out, we do have some buttons here at the bottom of the page too. These are other ways that you can advocate as part of NARO, but they are not part of sending your advocacy letters. So I just wanted to differentiate that if you're coming here to send your letters to your members of Congress, then pay attention to this gray box. So I'm going to run through an example of how to do this. So I'll click on week 2, which is about universal housing vouchers. I do get a green check when I click on this because I've already sent this letter. So it's okay if you've already sent your letter. You can continue sending these letters daily if you want to your members of Congress so that they are getting this message. You can see here that it's telling you who the letter will be sent to. So we usually have the president, your US senators, which you should have 2 of them, and then your United States representative as well. So one thing that's interesting about our advocacy tool here is that when you send a letter, it's going to 4 different recipients: the president, your senators, and your congressperson. So you basically get 4 for the price of 1 for sending your advocacy letters. And then looking at the content of the letter, you will have the subject, which we already talked about was universal housing vouchers for this one. And then you can come here and see the pre-drafted letter that our team has worked on with some statistics and other messaging for Congress. So you can read through that and make sure that's something that you would like to send. And you are also free to add your own messaging in there as well if you would like to, something about your community or about the program. You definitely don't have to do that, especially if you're just trying to get this done as quickly as possible, but it is an option for you to come in and add something. So just as an example, I'll show you. I may say something like, this program is important to myself and other members and other residents of Washington, DC, which is my community. So you can come in and add your own messaging if you want to the letter, or just go ahead and use what we have pre-drafted here. So once you're good with your messaging, you want to hit next and come in and enter your address. So I'm just going to use the NARO address here, 630 I Street in Washington, DC. And then you can also provide your information. So the reason we have you do this is because it helps our system to know who to send your letters to. So the zip code should identify all of your members of Congress so that it's going to the correct office. And then providing your contact information makes it so that if the member of Congress wants to contact you, let's say they want to respond with their own email back to you, they have your contact information so they can send that your way. So then you're going to hit preview and it'll show you a little preview of who it's going to, who the letter's going to, and then again, it'll let you proofread that in case you need to make any changes. So one other thing to point out here, it has send a copy of the letter to me checked. So if you would like a copy of this letter to come to your email to confirm that you've sent it, you can keep that checked. And then once you're done with everything, you've looked it over, you can hit send all, and it should send it to the president and all your members of Congress. So I've got this check mark here to confirm that I sent my letter. So it's as easy as those simple steps to get it done. And then one button I would like to point out here at the bottom. So now you see I've sent my letter. I can go into these buttons. I can do anything else I want to on the website. Again, if you wanted to send the other letter in the Action Alert Center, you can just come back to it and start the process over again with the other letter. And then, like I said, the other button I was going to show you is the NARO Advocacy app. So this is another way if you want to send your letters. If you don't want to have to come to our NARO website every time, you can actually download an app as a member of NARO to your smartphone and go ahead and send your letters from there. So we have some instructions here on how to use the NARO Advocacy app. So here's the download instructions. The sign-in information is a little bit different than what you use to sign into the website, so just pay attention to that. And if you have any issues with it, you can contact myself or Tess Hembry, which her email is here, and just let us know how this is going for you. But thank you for your advocacy and for coming to the Action Alert Center and sending your letters, especially during August advocacy. Thanks. Goodbye.